Howdy, folks, and welcome to the Hunting Stories Podcast. I'm your host, Michael, and as usual, we got a great one for you today. Today, we're actually connecting with Bellator heavyweight champion Cory Overtime Anderson. Cory is a lifelong outdoorsman and a recent champion at Bellator, which is super cool. He has some fun stories. So we had a bunch of big laughs during this episode. So I want to thank Cory, of course, for coming on the podcast. Could not have done it without him. Beyond that, guys, please check out our YouTube. We have a big giveaway going on. I will have a video up here shortly, probably in the next day or so, but our Instagram is also a good place to follow to make sure that you don't miss out. A couple $1,000 in prizes. So that's it, guys. We're going to kick this thing off. Thank you again for tuning in. Now let's let Cory tell you some of his stories. All right, Cory, welcome to the Hunting Stories Podcast, brother. How are you?
I'm good, Mike. How about you?
I am doing very well, man. I'm doing very well. I'm excited to have you here, Cory. I reached out a while ago, and you've done some pretty big things in the world since, I first got connected with you. But why don't we start this thing off right with just letting you introduce yourself so the listeners know who they're hearing some stories from today.
I'm Cory Overtime Anderson. The name Overtime comes from fighting. If you don't know me from that, I'm also been bow hunting since 2006. Been hunting since I was probably knee-high to a grasshopper, walking a rabbit track with train tracks with my dad. Recently won the Bellator MMA world title, so UFC, or not UFC, 205 champ, was in the UFC for, 7 years? So, I've been hunting my whole life, so.
That's awesome, man. So I assume your dad or someone important to you got you into it when you were knee-high?
Mm-hmm. My dad got us into rabbit hunting. We used to walk the train tracks every winter, every Saturday, or all winter, every Saturday with shotguns, chasing rabbits or coons, whatever, went up the tree. And then we were shooting archery. I started shooting archery when I was 12, 13. 3D archery with my father, just something we saw and picked up interest. And then a buddy of mine from high school took me on my first hunt, and that's actually a pretty funny story. So,
all right, man. Well, that's awesome, man. Well, I'm glad to have you here. So thank you very much for taking some of your time. I really do appreciate it, man. But let's just jump into it. We're not here to mess around. We're here to hear some of your favorite stories. So why don't you set the stage for us, man?
All right. Well, let's start off with that first one. Like I said, my first hunt I was 16 years old. I remember it was the day before after football and a wrestling practice. I was telling my team, "Oh, what you doing today?" Like, I'm going to the archery shop and shooting the bow with my dad. Like, "Oh, you hunt?" I'm like, "You got hunt rabbit and stuff, but with my bow, no." He's like, "No, like you can hunt with the bow." Like, "What you mean you can hunt with the bow?" Like, "You never hunt with a bow before?" Like, I didn't know a thing. Like, "Yeah." So tomorrow, look, go to the store, Walmart, get your license, whatever, and I'll pick you up at your house in the morning. And we'll go hunting. Such and such. Like, all right. So he picked me up and he called me that night, like, "Yo, you got a tree stand or whatever? Like a climber or something?" Like, I think my dad got a climber in the shop. Like, "All right, you should grab that. You don't need that." And all right, so I got my license. I grabbed my dad's climber. Never practiced with it. Didn't know anything about it. We go out to the woods and we walking in. He's like, "All right, so this is a good tree right here. You right here off this cornfield and the beans. So you sit here. There's something coming. They're gonna come walking down his edge. Like, you got a good sight. You get up in the tree, you'll be able to see right down in there." Like, all right. And like, "Where you going?" He's like, "I'm going over to the back." So he keeps going. And again, I've never used a climber before, so I have no clue what's going on, what to do. So I take it off my back and I'm looking at it like, okay, I think this go around here. And I last touch it, okay, I got that. I see the top part, like, okay, now I think this must go up here. Okay, I got it. And I go to start climbing, and it's like, it ain't like a legit climber. It looks like somebody made in their garage or whatever. So I'm trying
no shit.
I take the top up and trying to get the bottom to go, and I can't get the bottom to move. Like, what the like, I'm lifting it up, but it's not going, it's not catching. So next thing you know, I just end up bringing the bottom back down. I'm probably like this far off the ground, my feet swinging, touching the snow. And that's where I sat for about 3 hours. My buddy came back like, "Yo, you see anything?" Like, "No." He's like, "How long ago? How long did you come down?" Like, "How long ago did you come down?" Like, "What you mean?" Like, "At the bottom of the tree. How long you been there?" I was like, "I've been here all morning." He's like, "What you mean? You didn't go up?" Like, I didn't know how to climb. I couldn't get any higher than this, so I just sat here. They no wonder you ain't seen that. They probably moved all across the field. Like, I saw so many dudes back there coming across the field. Like, I couldn't see anything but the bushes in front of me.
That's too funny, man. That's too funny.
That was my intro to deer hunting.
There you go. Did you ever take it to your dad and be like, "This thing's busted," or did he show you how it actually worked?
No, he used it all the time. I never even asked him. I just went and got it my own. Went to Walmart and got a gorilla trees. I remember it was like gorilla tree stands, a little climber. and I got that the next day, and that worked fine. So I got left in the woods, and then somebody stole it.
Oh, no shit. Damn it.
Yeah.
Did you end up killing a deer with your bow that season, or just
No,
getting some practice?
no, I didn't kill a deer with my bow until I was 22. I had
No
shot a
shit.
couple. I shot one that year, a doe, wounded. I thought I missed completely. And my dad called his buddy because he was at the job site. He had a roofing company. He called his buddy like, "Yo, Cory at such and such house, and he shot a deer. He think he missed, but go out there and check for him." So he catches me on the way out the driveway. Like, "Yo, let me see your arrow." And look, he said, "You see this little red flake on the fletching? Like you nicked that deer. You hit that deer or something, but it's blood here, so you got to go back and track it. You got to do due diligence." And we tracked it for probably like 400 or 500 yards to another bean field, and it got to the point where we're still standing corn. Like, yeah, we're not finding it here. It got to the point where it's so thick, like this first blood we following, there's no way we're gonna find this tall blood. We're gonna chalk this one up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that was that. And other than that, I wounded another one when I was like 21, 22, 21. And I finally killed one later that season.
Gotcha. Was the
So,
only reason you switched to archery because your buddy was like, "What? You got a bow?" Like you've been doing target stuff, and he just was like, "Get out here and get hunting with me." That's the only reason you switched.
the only reason I ever tried. I mean, my dad had never done it at the point. That was that year. I think it was that winter or the next winter. I ended up going deer hunting up in Eagle River, Wisconsin, with one of my dad's buddies from ABC River Supply. I'm from Mark. I can't remember his last name, but I remember Mark coming by one time. I had actually just got suspended from school, so I was stuck at home for like 4 days. And he was always telling my dad, like, "Oh yeah, we're going up north next or tomorrow to go hunting this and that." And my dad's like, "Can Cory go with me?" I'm like, "What you mean? He's suspended. He's supposed to be in trouble. Like, what are you gonna do? Sit around the house? Let the boy go hunt, whatever." Because what I got suspended for wasn't to my dad. It wasn't a bad thing. To my mom, it
Yeah.
was. But
What'd you get suspended for, if you don't mind me asking?
yeah, so well, let's just say we was doing some things that we shouldn't be doing at 16, 17-year-old in the basement with females and stuff in between football practice. And yeah, somebody went
Yeah.
and snitched us out and we got in trouble. So,
That's too funny, man.
yeah,
That's too funny.
so
That's
so
funny that your dad's like, "Yeah, that's not a big deal." And your mom's like, "Nope."
yeah, when I came home from school and from the suspension, they pulled me to their office. It wasn't even on school property, but it was kind of like doing school functions. We just left and came back or whatever. But I remember when I got home, my mom grilled me. She was so disappointed, this and that, this and that. I said, "Where did your father get home?" And my dad got home, and my mom telling the story. He was sitting at the table looking at me. And then she's like, "You ain't gonna say nothing?" He turned around, looked at me, and was like, "Were they at least cute?" And that's when I knew, like, okay, so Pops is okay with this. And
Yeah.
yeah, so like, "You a boy, I understand that. At least I'm glad you're doing it with a female, not with a man." Yeah, so I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
cool." But
That's funny, man. I'll tell
but
you a story.
yeah,
It's not a hunting story, but my niece, she just got suspended not too long ago. Not for the same thing, but it reminded me of just suspensions, and I think it's a funny story, and I want to share it. But these days, kids, they're weird. There's kids going to schools that like wear ears, and they think they're
the cat,
cats.
they identify as cat.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's some weird stuff, right? So my niece, she went to school with a bag of cat food and filled up this girl's bag with cat food because the girl identifies as a cat. And so, so she got suspended. And like she came home and was like, "Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, I got suspended." And Mom and Dad were like, "That's funny as shit." And so like grandma, grandpa, myself, everybody's just like, "Yeah, I mean, it's bad to be suspended, but that's pretty funny."
Yeah, they tell you we want you to treat them like a cat. They identify the cat, treat them like a
Yeah.
cat. What she did, she just gave
Yeah.
him a little snack.
You give him a snack. That's right, man. That's right. She's just helping her out. So either way, she got suspended for that. No more suspension stories. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because it's been on my chest for a while, and I've been laughing about it. I just want to tell as many people as I can because I think it's hilarious.
It is
But
pretty
yeah,
funny.
man. Okay, well, that's a great story. I kind of cut you off. I asked why you got suspended, but you went up with your dad. Tell me more about that.
Well, I went with my dad's friends up to Eagle River, Wisconsin. And again, but at this point, he had actually no, he did show me how to use his climber in because I hadn't got the climber yet. I had used his
Okay.
climber one more time at Eagle River, so it's rifle hunting. And so I get up the tree. I remember pulling this cold. It's Eagle River, like up north, December, like snowing. It's miserable. And I
Yeah.
remember I didn't see nothing. There was just a bunch of people, just this public land, Christmas break, everybody. I see people walking through the woods here and there, here and there. And then, so 2 days and seeing nothing. And the last day, my dad gets off the job site. He drives up to Eagle River where we are, and we end up just sitting in like a bunch of trees downfall on the ground. And I'm sitting there talking. I'm playing with the survival kit. We got like the Kindle stuff you're supposed to light if something happened to keep the fire while I'm playing with that. I'm just cracking sticks. I'm not even paying attention. I said, my dad sit on this side. He looking at me, and I'm looking at him watching his back. And I know he looked like, give me the rifle. I'm like, for what? He's like, give me the rifle. I'm like, for what? He's like, give me the rifle. Like, no, for what? And I say it loud. I turn and look over my head. There's a buck like 15, 20 yards over my shoulder. And I stand up all fast, like, for what? And they take off. I'm like, like, that's why I wanted you. There's a buck right behind you. Like, why you ain't just say something? I would have moved slow. But yeah, that was it. That was how my deer career started.
There you go, man. That sounds like a lot of people start to hunting. There's two ways it goes. It's either like just struggles for years and years and years before it finally happens, or some people are just lucky and get it every time. I'm with you on the more missed opportunities than not. I've been hunting for like 8 years, and I just got my first elk. It was a long journey.
Hey, at least you got it though. And you
That's
never
right.
stop. That's my
Yep.
goal.
Now I'm even more addicted. So, but yeah, man, Cory, what else you got for us? That's a good kind of story on how you got started with archery and with your dad and tree climbers. What other stories you got for us? I know that when I reached out to you on the live, you said, "Oh, I got some stories." So I'm ready for them.
To go off like you said, just got addicted. I can go to my first year. Let's talk about how I got addicted to it real fast. That was, I said, my first year, like 22, 23. I was coaching college wrestling at the time. The reason why I didn't really kill one in the past, so I'm 16 and in, like I said, I was a college athlete and a wrestler. And wrestling season was always right through hunting season. So I never really had the time. But when I was coaching college wrestling, I came home one weekend and I went and again, small bean field, still not really knowing what I'm doing. It's kind of funny at the end of it. Not knowing what I'm doing, I go home, I take my dad's Ford Excursion, take it out to the spot because I had a car at the time. I grab his rangefinder. That's it. I went and got my license, rangefinder, license, my old bow from high school, same one I got in high school, Fred Bear Element. And I go out to the woods and it's raining. I'm taking a chance. I'm here. I'm taking a chance, whatever. I'm blind calling this and that. It's rain, it's cold. It's about end of November in Illinois, so it's already down like the single digits. Like, ain't nothing happening. I'm getting out of here. So I lower my bow down. And as soon as no sooner than my bow hits the ground here.
Of course.
I'm looking like, what the fuck is that? Like, what is that? Like, is that just the rain hitting the ground? Like, I happen to look around the tree, and there's a huge 10-point buck just running through the woods right at that call. Like, oh, so I'm free. Get my buck. Get this buck. So I get it up, I get it on hand, I get it on hook, I get an arrow out the quiver, I put it in, and he runs straight into the bean field where I enter. And it's like probably 25 yards from my tree to where he is. And it's a opening, like a little Y in the tree, and he stops with his vital right where my face is. His vitals stop right between the opening. I'm like, oh, this time. I draw back, I put the top pin, pull it, and and I hear he take off. And again, I remember all I had was my bow and a rangefinder. Now it's about last light now. It's getting dark early. It's probably like 4:30. And the sun is coming down. I've never shot a deer, so I don't know like the process of waiting and all that. I dropped the bow out of the tree. I climbed down quick, thinking like it's gonna die right away. I run to the spot, and I'm trying to chase through the woods. It's getting darker and darker. I don't have a flashlight. I don't have. I'm running through the tree, and I call my dad like that. I'm running through the bush. I just shot one. It's getting dark, and I don't know. Like, pull your flashlight out. Like, I ain't got no flashlight. He's like, what? You ain't got no flash? I'm like, boy, what did you do? Like, I just came out here. So I bust the tree. Like, oh, you right here, Dad, you right here. You on the other side of the trees. Like, you right here, you right here. Like, all right, now you got to field dress him. Like, you got to what? He's like, field dress him. Like, you got to field dress him and get him to the truck. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. He's like, I'll meet you at the parking spot. I'm like, all right, I'll meet you up there in a little bit. So I put the phone, I call landlord, I call him, like, yo, Rio, I got a big buck, I have a huge buck. And I'm saying big, I don't know how big it really is. Yeah. It's just my first buck. Like, I got this buck. Already coming, oh my God, that's huge, man. I've never seen a deer like that before. I'm thinking, he just talking again. It's like, what you got to do now? Like, well, my dad said I got to bring him to the truck. So I literally just grabbed by the antlers, and it's raining. It's a cut bean field, so it's all muddy and it's already been tilled back in, so it's just mud. And I'm probably like 250, 300 yards from the truck. And I'm like, and I'm just dragging back and I'm slipping and I'm falling, I'm getting out. I was like, I finally get back to the truck and I got the thick, like the Walmart real tree one piece bibs on. I'm soaking wet from the rain. I'm drenched in sweat, smoke coming off me. Like, and my dad's like, "What is you doing, boy?" I'm like, "You told me. Meet you at the truck." He said, "I said field dress him, get him to the truck." Like, what's field dress mean? You gotta cut the guts and stuff off. You gotta cut the guts and stuff out first. Like, what is you doing? It's like, I ain't got no knife. He's like, you ain't got no knife. What? Like, I just want to go, huh? Like, you got gloves? Like, gloves? What you need gloves for? It's like, you gotta put your hand. He just give me a hunt pack. Like, boy, take this thing over. Take that deer to that spot in the woods and gut that thing out. Like, you take this knife, you cut it right down the middle. You gotta pull everything out and then bring them back. We're gonna put this ice in and we'll leave them in the shop overnight. I'm like, wait, there's more to just shooting these things. Like, it's a whole process, boy. You can't just kill him. You can't be like, unprepared. You just out here whistling Dixie. Don't know nothing. I was like, I got him. Yeah, I was. So I remember next morning I took him to the bow shop, or not the bow shop, the processing factory, and the guy, he comes like, oh my God, this is a monster. Like, wait, it's big as I ain't seen a deer this big in probably a decade. Like, that is a monster. Like, wait, like, is it that big? He's like, dude, that is. He go inside, show me the pictures. Like, you don't see no deer up here like that. He's like, this is your first deer? Like, it's my first deer. He said, bro, good luck topping that. Now, literally, I didn't top it until 2018. So that was 2013. And I topped it in 2018 when I went to Saskatchewan, Canada. And I was first, like, that was a big 10-point. I got a 6x5 in Saskatchewan. That weighed about 3 something. And this year I topped that one with a 15-point. That was probably, it wasn't as much, but it was a monster. It was heavy.
So how if you, I don't know, have you ever scored that first deer, that 10-pointer?
I've never scored a deer in my life. That's my thing. That's my whole thing. I do on my YouTube channel, everything. I hunt because it's real. I feel like the moment I start checking and scoring and trying to compete, I never really, the shakes won't be as much. Like, I still shoot a doe today and start shaking because I just get that adrenaline. Like, I don't want to get to a point like, oh, that's not as big as the last one I had. Like, if I see it, my blood start boiling, I'm gonna shoot it.
Good for you, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
My wife is actually at the Quisto. Cory and Andre the Quisto and all. That's her uncle and cousin. So the first doe I shot when we were together was in New Jersey, and it was small. But again, it gets my blood boiling. So I come home excited to tell her, babe, come outside. I got the first deer in Jersey. I got this deer. Come check it out. Oh my God, let me see. She come outside. She looks in the back of the truck and she goes, looks at me and goes, did you shoot someone's dog?
Who shot this Labrador?
Yeah, she pats me on the back like, babe, I'm happy for you, but do not tell my family about this deer. It's like, dang, that's how you gonna do me? Like, I'm excited. I just killed the deer. I'm pumped. You know what I mean? My first deer in Jersey. I ain't hunted in some years. I've been in fight. That's how you gonna do me? Shit, like, just tell me.
That's too funny, man. That's
found by my own wife, right? So
I've heard a couple people on this podcast say, "Who shot this dog?" So it's pretty funny that she asked if you shot a dog.
They must have hunted in New Jersey because they are small, but they're plentiful. I call it veal venison. That meat is delicious.
That's amazing, man. I've only got one whitetail. I need to do more whitetail hunting. I have an open invite to get out to Kansas, so they got some monsters out there. I have a buddy. I don't know scoring either, especially for whitetail. But he says he's got like 190-inch deer. So I'm like, sounds good to me. Like, as long as they taste good.
So that one back there, that's Kansas, in the back over there.
It's a good-looking deer.
That one over there, that's Saskatchewan. That's the one that topped my 10-pointer.
That's a good-looking deer.
That's 11 point. I don't know if you can see the axis. Something around the corner. Axis, but
is that Texas or Hawaii access?
Texas.
Very nice, man. I've always wanted to. I've been access deer hunting in Texas twice. Not had any luck, but I'm going to Hawaii actually in June to hunt some axis deer. So I'm
Actually,
hoping I
what
can
was it?
finally get it done.
I think it was like 2016, 2017. Joe Rogan invited me out there with him, Cam Haynes, and John Dillard. I ended up having a fight camp at the same time. So, and
Yeah.
I don't know if they've been since, because the next time I went out there with him to do the podcast, and then the pandemic happened shortly after. And like I said, I haven't even seen them post about going in a while. So,
Yeah, dude,
uh,
that's a good group you went with.
well, I didn't get to go. I had a fight camp. Joe invited me, but
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
make it. I had a fight that time.
Damn, that's too bad, man. I'm sure
Yeah,
he'll get you out there again though sometime. But yeah, man, what are the stories you got so far? That last one was awesome.
the dog was the funny one. My wife making fun of me.
Well, no, I was gonna say the one where your dad was like, "What are you doing?
Oh yeah, like
Why'd you
what are you
field dress
doing?
it?"
Yeah, let's see. I got another one with my dad when we was rabbit hunting when we were kids. So when you rabbit hunt, you use like a 6 shot. The shells, the bullets spread. They ain't that powerful, but they spread and they hit the rabbit. So again, like I said, we spend like every Saturday crossing the tracks. And I think I was probably 8 or 9 on this one. And again, so we walking. We got beagle hounds, so it's always somebody in the front tracking the hounds. And you hear the you like, hey, no, get everybody coming. So I'm walking ahead of my dad, and but a rabbit ended up coming up behind me on the tracks. My dad said, Cory, jump the track. So I turned to take off. I knew exactly what that meant. Like, he about to shoot. So I go to turn and jump. I'm probably like 20, 25 yards from him or whatever. I'm probably even further than that. So I go to jump. As I jump, I hear the shot go off and the shit, like a few of them just hit me in the back.
Shit.
Ah! Yeah, I know they ain't penetrate because I got to cover all the stuff on, but me being
Yeah.
89, I swear I've been shot. And I'm about to. But they're like, I ain't never hit you, boy. I swear a couple of them BBs hit me.
Oh man, your dad's a character, man. He's
Yo,
just like move.
my dad's a country bumpkin. He don't care. He don't care.
That's
Like,
amazing. What kind of shot were you using for that? Those rabbits have real thin skin, so they
yeah,
are easy to
6 shot,
kill. But
little 6 shot. So I had a
okay,
14 at the time, and he had, I think, at 12 or 28. It was
okay.
6 shots. So I mean, they never even destroyed a rabbit. It's been so many times we eat the rabbit and bite into the pellet steel, like, oh, my tooth broke my feeling.
Oh, it's
It
the
was like
worst.
that. So
Yeah, I've had my buddy shot a big old snowshoe hare. I don't know if you've seen those, but they're like,
I, I just seen my first one was like a month ago, 2 months ago. Was it the dog bone hunter guy? Oh my light just went. What the hell is happening? It's plugged
yeah,
in. Hold on.
yeah. I was elk hunting in northern Colorado, and we had a blizzard come in where you couldn't see more than 15 feet, and we're like, well, there's a shotgun in the car. Let's go look for some rabbits. So we just kind of kicked up logs until we got some hares to come out. And man, these are huge and they're beautiful. They're solid white when the snow hits.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy shot it and he had to put a second round in it, so it had way too many little shot pellets in there. And so he threw it in some gumbo. It was delicious, but my teeth ached for like a month.
Yeah, that'll get you. That'll tear your teeth up for sure.
For
I know.
sure.
We went up north once and tried to do the snowshoe here, and we didn't get anything. But the snow was like, for me, it was like knee deep. So I was spending most of my time trying to fight to get to the next step and not lose my shotgun in the snow. And they just like the adults. I'm still a kid, whatever, like 13, 14. I went to high school at 13 years old. So I'm like trying to keep up with them. They just marching through the snow. I'm like, yo, y'all forget as a kid back here. Yeah, that was the only time I ever did a snowshoe hunt. Yeah, didn't see
Man, those
anything.
fun hunts, but when you're walking through that deep snow, that gets your hips like nothing else, man. I mean, maybe not you. You probably train your hips more than I do, but that's the number one thing I think of when I'm hiking in the snow
Not
is how
then,
much
I
my hips
didn't.
hurt.
I was a little
Yeah.
fat boy back then. I didn't become who I am now until college. I was fat growing up, so that was miserable.
That's too funny, man. All right, what else you got, Cory? This has been great. I've literally got wiping tears from my eyes. These stories are so good.
I mean, let's see. I got another hunt, like a hunt, and another story with my wife. How I found out she was related to the Quistos in the same weekend. So I would start with the hunt one. So I'm
Were
in
you married or
Wisconsin.
dating at this
We were
time?
just dating at the time.
Okay.
So we're hunting and hunting camp. So I went back to visit some buddies from college. They up in Eagle River, with Iowa Grant County, Wisconsin, which has got some great deer up there. I know like 2 or 3 people from my buddy's wrestling club that killed 200-inch deer off the same property I hunted. So he told me to go to the spot. So I go to the spot. He just directed me. You go up the fence. It's gonna be a hole in the fence. You turn with. It's gonna be about 10 steps. You're gonna get in. It's gonna be a ladder. So you go up and it'll be a stand. All right. I'm walking. I go up in there. And now I remember I've wrestled heavyweight, and my buddy wrestled 141. He's a small guy, and I'm a big guy with a size 14 foot. So now I don't know if you said you ain't that much whitetail hunting. So have you ever seen a tree saddle, like a saddle platform?
I've seen them, but I've never used one. No.
Okay, well, so I get to this tree again. It's early morning, so actually first I jumped the fence and my bow get caught up in the barbed wire. I pull it and it hit the ground. Again, it's dark, so I don't know. I hit the ground, I pick it up and just keep going. I get to the tree. So I go to climb up. I get all the way up there. Like I said, have you seen a saddle platform? You know how small they are. I got a size 14 foot. I don't know where he got this tree stand from. It's dark. Again, it's dark. My headlamp ain't that bright, so I can barely see. I get off and I go to step, and my one heel is on. So I feel comfortable. I go step the other foot, and the other foot like it just completely missed. Like, yo, what the? So I put my headlamp down. He puts me in this stand that's probably like this
Like a
wide.
foot by a foot.
And so I'm literally sitting up there with my heels the whole time with this little bitty seat that I'm like sitting on against the tree. Hey, yo, ain't no way I'm a kid. I'm not gonna be to stand up and shoot nothing. Like, you know, whatever. I'm up here. I'm gonna sit and just see what happens. So the good thing I've realized I can't shoot because first light come, I look down at my bow when it got caught up in the tree in the bonfire wire or whatever. Somehow, some way, it ripped my strings off the can.
No shit.
Strings just hanging in the. I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened? Like, yo, what the world? Are you kidding me right now?
That's
like,
insane.
So yeah, so then on top of that, he tells me he's gonna pick me back up at the road at like 9:30. All right, so I get down a little early. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here all the way till 9:30. It's 8:50. Ain't nothing happening. My bow's broke. I'm tired of sitting little seat. I get down. I get to the road. I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. Well, you know what? Ain't nobody coming. So I'm trying to think like, yo, I wonder if I can figure my way home. So I start walking. I'm walking again. I don't know if you've never been to Wisconsin, Iowa Grant, it's literally nothing. Just wide open field. So I'm thinking like the first house I see has gotta be his. The first house I see has gotta be. Just keep walking, try to see a house in the distance, whatever. So I'm walking, I turn up this road and magically I go down this hill and I come next to the edge, I see the house. I make it to the house, I get there. He's in the house asleep.
No
like,
shit.
bro, forget you had to come get me. Oh, bro, I forgot I had to forget. He's like, then all of a sudden Trent, another guy that was from college, he come walking, he's panting and breathing. Oh, bro, y'all can't believe it. Y'all won't believe it. Like, what? So one of the farms that they have permission on had like longhorn bulls on it or whatever. So he's leaving his stand, coming back. The bulls was following. Now Trent
No shit.
Trent is a big dude. He ain't a small. He's probably like 300 pounds at this point. We just out of college. He coming. He tells us the story. Hey, bro, I was going down the hill, and the bulls started walking over the hill with me, and they weren't chasing me. They're just walking. So I started getting scared, thinking these things are gonna chase me. So I started jogging. I started jogging. They started running. I get to the bottom. It's like the little creek you gotta get over. So I jump, and I jump thinking I'm gonna make it. And when I make it, I'll just eat. I eat it so hard. He said, when I'm down there, all I'm thinking is, I'm about to get speared by a longhorn.
What was that? I couldn't make that out.
He gonna get speared by a longhorn. He was scared. He said, but when I get up, they stopped on the other side of the water. They didn't come anymore. I just took off running all the way back to the house. I like train your ass too big to be running. First of all, like, well, I made it anyway. And then another hunt with that same group. It wasn't the same weekend, but this is how I found out. My wife was a Jaquisto, so I go up there another time, and I'm sleeping on the couch, and I wake up, and they got the Whitetail Adrenaline DVDs, which is Lone Wolf custom gear. And my buddy, like the whole time we're there, he's watching these things the whole time, the whole week. All he's doing is watching. I'm in my room, but I can hear him. I'm not paying no attention. Rest I'm sleeping on the couch, and I wake up and I roll over and I look, and I see the dude on TV. Again, I've never met Andre or Cody, anybody at this time. I see the dude on TV, and I'm looking at my boy like, yo, because my brother-in-law, who's my brother-in-law now, he wrestled at the same college as me, so the guy knew who he was. And I was like, yo, why is my wife's dad on your, or my girl's dad on your TV? Hey, what are you talking about? I'm like, that's Pete. Why is Pete on your TVs? He looked at me like, that's not Pete. Like, you don't even know, do you? Like, no what? What are you talking about? He's like, bro, you have no clue, do you? I'm like, no what? What are you talking about? He said, take a picture of that, send it to your wife. You finna find out something right now. Or your girl keeps saying wife. Send it to your girl. You finna find out something right now. I'm like, yeah. I send the picture like, babe, why is your dad on this TV? And she goes, oh, that's not my dad. That's my Uncle Andre. I'm like, okay, why is your Uncle Andre on my boy's TV right now? What am I missing? It's like, oh, he owns some tree stand company, Wolf something. I don't know. We haven't talked to him in years. I haven't seen Cody since we was like 13. And I said, like, she said he owns some company, Wolf. Some he was like, yeah, Lone Wolf custom tree stands, bro. That's like one of the best tree stands in the world. Andre and Cody are straight killers of the whitetail. You didn't know that? I sat up like, hold on. What? He was like, yeah, you married is like one of the best whitetail hunting families ever. They kill deer all the time. They got the best trees and they cost so much nobody can pay for them. But you can get the hookup. Like, hold on. I look at my wife. I look at my phone like, I've been ordering tree stands for all my properties week after week. And my wife complaining about all these different boxes show up at the house. My girl complaining about different boxes show up at the house. And she ain't yet to tell me her family owns a tree stand company. I took her the phone like, hold on. You literally just got mad at me ordering all these tree stands, and you ain't told me your family owns a tree stand company. She's like, well, we been talking to them so long. I didn't really think it mattered. Like, oh, it matters. And you better get to know them real quick and introduce me right away. I get back and I'm still like, yo, how you not going to? She's like, I haven't talked to them forever, so I don't even know where they are. Well, guess what? I'm going to find out. Go to the website, find I got an Instagram. Reach out, hey, how you doing? Cory Anderson. I'm married to your cousin Jenny. This is that. I want to introduce myself. This and that. Like, oh, hey, Cory, where you located? Like, I'm in Jersey. We're actually training. Like, oh, you ever heard of Harrisburg, PA? Like, no, like, we got a trade show, the Great American Outdoor Show. We'll be up there next weekend. You should come introduce yourself. We'd love to meet you. And tell Jenny to come too. Hit the road.
There you go.
Went up there, went to the booth. Hey, I'm Cory. Now, me and Cody, we got a good relationship. His wife Anna and my wife, they talk all the time. It's like, look, I rekindled the family back together. You know what I
There you
mean?
go.
With my hungriness and my hustle, I brought the family back together.
That's too funny, man. How long ago was this? Like, how long ago did you get introduced to him?
So I met them at, what was it, 2000? What year did I start my YouTube channel? 2018? No, it was before. So 2017 was the first year. Yeah.
God, that's too funny. That's too funny that she's like angry at you for all these boxes showing up, and she literally put the hook
she
up
keep
on
getting
that
mad
same
about
shit.
tree stands and not wearing safety harnesses and all that. It's like, you got a family that got the tree stand and everything I need in my life. What do you? I only need one. We could have had this and been done. What are you talking about? Help me.
That's too good, man. Oh man, that's funny. What? Oh, it's. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just amazing that she didn't piece that together.
You know, like me and her brother at the time, we hadn't talked much. Like, we talked. I don't even know. Did we hunt together yet? I don't think we had hunted together yet. We had talked like a different function. There's nobody ever. We talked hunting and stuff around the dad, but nobody ever brought up like Lone Wolf custom gear started in her dad's warehouse. right up the road in Cudahy, Wisconsin, and all this stuff. Like, okay, and there's one missing piece, me. Introduce me. Like, I need help too. Like, I want to learn how to kill deer. Now, when I see him at the family fun, I'm sitting there talking. Her brother be cracking jokes like, "Oh, you gonna get a picture and post it? You hanging out with Cory?" I'm like, "You damn Skippy." I want to learn as much as I can. Like, I'm okay with
Right?
asking questions. You ain't got to laugh at me. Like,
That's
so
awesome. Yeah. That's so funny. That's so funny. Well, Cory, that's a great story. What? It's always weird to transition from one story to another. But what else you got, man? You got another any more for us?
I know I got more. I just got to figure out which one is worth telling. I mean, even like killing the
Here,
15
I'm
point.
gonna ask another question. Did your wife give you shit for shooting that doe before or after you realized the whole relationship?
Well, this was before. Was it? I think it was. I think timeline because I was shooting Matthew. No, it was around the same time actually. I only shot the
Okay.
Matthews for 1 year on that hunt. I remember I missed the big buck in Wisconsin with the Matthews, and I shot the doe with the Matthews that season. So I can't remember if it was before or after, but either way, I know I think it was before because she was saying like her dad and her brother, not the Andre and all them yet. So
Okay.
I know
Gotcha.
I've been to her dad's house and he got some big old bucks on the wall. I think that's what she was saying.
That's too good. All right, what else you got?
I tell you, I see you got turkey up there on your back. I tell you, my first turkey hunt. So,
There you go.
my
Turkey
first
season
turkey.
opens here in Colorado in the next couple of weeks, or actually, like I want to say like in a week. So I can't wait. But yeah, go for it.
Yeah, it opens here in Indiana the 24th, and in Kentucky, I think this weekend, next weekend. Because a buddy of mine hit me up and invited me out to go to one of my properties with him. But so my first time turkey hunt, like I still to this day can't call. I just like YouTube, learn how to use the box a little bit, do the slate. Can't do a
Yep.
mouth call, sound like a broken whistle.
Same.
So
Same,
I'm
man.
like, yo, I'm gonna do my first one with a bow. I'm gonna do it the hard way. I'm gonna go out with a bow. So every day, so for my first hunt, it was a bust. So like, I go out, I set my tactic cam up, tactic cam hooked me up, I set the tactic cam up in the tripod right next to the decoy. The stuff I see on YouTube, I'm gonna get a gobbler to come in here, I'm gonna blow his head off with the bow like Bo Mars right on camera. I got the blind, I got all my windows open, so I can see everything, not realizing turkeys can see very well. There's sunlight coming from this way, busting my silhouette on this side.
Yeah.
Just gonna have one little window. I'm posting selfies like, yeah, in the blind from the first one. My buddy texted me like, yo, what are you doing? Why got all the windows open? You're not gonna see nothing. What you mean? They do it really. No, you gotta have it really concealed. They see really well. First one, bust. All right, cancel that hunt. So the next time I go out, I bring my boy with me. One of my teammates, he went turkey hunt. He's never done it before. He goes with me. So we go in the blind, another blind. We got the windows and stuff up in this one. So we think we good. Like, all right, we're gonna get one. We're sitting there for like 3 hours. Nothing happens. I'm doing a little the little gobbler thing.
Yeah. That's the
Nothing
best toy for your kids, man. My little man loves playing with that gobbler
Yeah.
call.
Nothing happened. All right, so all right, I seen on YouTube you gotta get mobile sometimes. But you gotta, I don't know, you gotta have like a location. You gotta hear them. You gotta know where they are. We just get mobile. We just get up and start brushing through briars and thick stuff. And he's bigger than me. He's a heavyweight. I'm a 205. So we going through, and I got this little bitty accordion type little window thing you put in the ground, just something to hide behind with a shotgun.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So I got it in my pack. We got to like, all right, let's just sit up here. I set it in it like again. I'm a big dude. He don't even cover me enough. He's bigger than me, taller than me, and wider than me. Like, bro, like, what are we doing? Like, we hiding like we standing like sore thumbs like here. Like, all right, well, you go to that tree over here, over there. I'm gonna stay here behind the thing. I'm like, my plug thing just came out. Let me plug it back in so I don't die. Like,
Yep.
all right. So he's back there. Like, look, I heard on YouTube one person calls, the other person hunt. So I'll sit here with my bow and you go back there and call. He don't know what he's doing. He just making noise. Sound like a broken band. I'm like, yo, dude, what are you doing? Like that? Like, I don't even know how to call, but I know that's not a good call. I don't know, you tell me. So we sitting out there with my bow. He in the wide open. All of a sudden, I know where he's like, oh, bro, we gotta get out. Like, what? He looked down, he got tigers and chicks running all up his leg. Like, all right, we got abort. Abort mission. Abort mission. That hunt over with. So next day I go out again because so in Jersey you get a week slot. If you get the draw, you get week A, B, C, whatever. You got that whole week and that's it. Again, I don't know exactly how to work. I know it's just a week. I ain't read the games of registration or the regs and rules of each place. So I'm out there again. I'm taking selfies. I'm posting stuff on Instagram like, "I'm today's the day, this and that." I hear one gobble, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I put the mouth call in and try to. The goblin stops. So I'm like, okay, so I know something here, so I'm gonna stay. Now, also in Jersey, you can only hunt till 12 or something like that. I didn't know that, so it's like 1 o'clock. I'm posting selfies. Like I still got a feeling it's coming. So my boy Luke, who taught me how to, I actually got a tracking dog to track wounded deer. He hits me up like, "Bro, what are you doing?" Like, "I'm hunting." He's like, "Yeah, you better get out there and quit posting stuff on Instagram." So what do you mean? Like, you only hunt till 12. If the game one comes, you gonna get in mad trouble. Like, wait, I gonna be a trouble. Like, I've been hunting every day till like 3. I had no clue. Good thing I ain't shot none. So I get out of here instantly. So the next day I go back to this different spot where me and the big dude was, and I got that cobbler thing again. And I'm in my Primos, the Bull XL, whatever, the big one. I mean, it's like I'm determined today. I'm gonna get one.
Yeah.
And I said, my samurai, turn around the camera like I see 2 gobbles. Just got a good feeling. The weather is good. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking. I feel like something's gonna come. I got a feeling. So I turn the camera, and not like 15, 20 seconds later, sure enough, 2 little, I don't know if they were jakes, I don't know if they were hens, I don't know how it even worked, to be honest. I think they had little chicken gizzard beards or something. They come strolling right past the blind, and they go right out to the decoy, and they out there, they're looking at, and I draw back off. And I draw back, and I put it right. I thought I had it on. Pull through and it hit, and it flies up, and it do a little flop like it's hit, and I'm like, I'm watching. He take off. I'm like, oh, I got to pull the camera. I got turkey. I'm watching. He goes out there, and I see the one. The other one keeps running, and the other one never goes. I think he's dead behind that tree. You're behind the tree. He's dead behind the tree. I'm gonna go get him. Let me get myself back there. I'm gonna go get him. I get myself packed up. I grab my bow. I'm heading over there. I'm talking to the camera guy. It's right behind the tree. Oh, he's gonna be right on the other side. Come on the other side. I'm looking on camera like, wait. Like, y'all seen him on camera like I did. He never went past the tree. Like there's nothing here. Like I don't know what's going on. I'm looking up and down, kicking up brush. Like, what? Like I swear I shot that turkey. Like I go back to the arrow. It's got blood on it. I was only using the little G5. G5 dead, not the mega beat, just a small blaze. Yeah, so I'm thinking, all right, maybe I go back and get my tracking dog. Shoot the tracking dog. I put her on the arrow. Maybe she can smell the turkey too. You know, I go back, I get her. She follows the same line, same exact line. Gets to the tree and she's lost. Like, what the what's going on? Like, I don't know, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know. So we out there, we kicking around, we don't find nothing. So I put the arrow, instead of putting the arrow in my quiver, I just sit in the back seat of my truck. So I go from the woods, go home, drop my dog off, end up going to the gym. Right, but I go reach in the back to get my bag, and I forget that arrow back there.
Oh, no.
Still deployed on the ground by my back. I reach back there and just slash my whole hand. Like, God!
No shit.
And I'm just taking the roll of toilet paper and wrapping my hand and duct tape, just tape it over my hand. I go in the gym like, yo, it's like strength and conditioning. My coach like, yo, what the hell you doing? I was like, I just slicing my hand over, like, and he's just gonna lift. He was like, what you mean? I'm not gonna miss practice. He's like, bro, if you don't go get your hand fixed, I'm like, I'll be all right. Get home and take the tape and shit off. Like, I mean, it was like just like the blade, got the cross going right here and it slid up my knuckle. Like, you son.
Oh man.
It was like I didn't get a turkey, but the turkey got me.
Yeah.
Ended up not recovering, but I found blood on myself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Cory 0 turkey 2.
0 turkey.
Jesus.
It's like I'm just a dummy. Because all kinds of turkey hunting was not meant for me that week. breaking the rules, didn't kill nothing, then cut myself open real well.
Oof. How long was that cut? Like just a little one, or like was it like 2 or 3 inches?
It went across. Let's see if you can still see it. It's gonna be hard to see here. I can see like the one. I don't know if you can see. It's like one little. You see that going up? That
Yeah.
was the one blade, and then went across the top too, all the way to this knuckle.
Jeez.
So I don't know if you can, but
Gosh.
you can definitely see that one still. Right.
Yep, I see
That's
it.
right. Yeah. So that guy
Gosh, that's
still literally
brutal.
just like the whole tip of the blade. I reached back and it just.
Man, that's like one of my biggest fears is cutting myself with one of my broadheads. When I'm out like elk hunting, I'm just constantly like tucking, like just making sure my arrows are tucked into the quiver as tight as possible because I don't want to fall out and just
Just
stab me in
walk
the
into
ass
it.
or whatever,
Yeah, I've
right?
seen those stories. Like the guy that fell out of his quiver and he fell backwards or walked backwards and went right through his leg. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you know who Dave Brinker is. He was hunting with like Cory Jacobson in like Oregon or something and just fell out of his quiver and then it went through his leg. Like, no, no thanks. So consider
Yeah,
yourself lucky, but still not that lucky.
yeah. So I usually use expandables. And I use a raised hypodermics with two blades. I would think
Yeah.
like there's a less chance of that cutting me, but you never can be too sure.
Yep. Yep. Well, Cory, man, this is fun. I tell everybody I'll listen to stories all night long, but I know I only booked you for so much time, and I know that it's pretty late where you are, man. So, if you want to tell more stories, I'll listen. Otherwise, we can wrap things up, and you can maybe tell people where they can find you.
Rapid fire, get up early with the kids getting up soon anyway. I
I
say
know
soon because
that.
they wake up in the middle of the night and they be all up in the bed. So, uh, I
Cool,
mean,
man.
you
Well, why
can
don't you tell the folks where they can find you? I know you got a couple different Instagrams, YouTube, so why don't you share all that stuff?
Yeah, so you can check me out on YouTube at Outdoors at Overtime. Like I said, my stuff is real as it come, no edit. I got the failures, I got the small does, I got the big deer, all that on there. That's just straight honest. Like there's no cut and paste. You can get me on Instagram at Outdoors at Overtime as well, or at my fight page at Cory_MMA. Um, yeah, Twitter, TikTok. I think TikTok is Outdoors Overtime. Twitter is Cory_MMA. Still trying to get into the TikTok thing. It's just so hard in the hunting industry because
Yeah.
everything gets
Dude,
flagged.
everything I
So,
post on TikTok gets blocked.
yeah,
They've told me one more bad post and I'm banned. So
yeah,
I'm just like putting up a photo and that's it. No animals, no guns, no bows, anything. They're
yeah, it's
tough.
weird. But they don't tell you the user guidelines. Like this is against user guidelines. You try to find the user guidelines. There is no user guidelines. Like what is the guideline? Like
Yeah.
what am I
Or it says
supposed to
it's like unless
follow?
it's very clear hunting. I'm like, do I have to like show the tag? Like what do you want?
Yeah,
But yeah, man. Well, Cory, this was a lot of fun, man. Like I said, my eyes were watering most of your stories. So you had some pretty funny and entertaining stories. I appreciate you coming on, man. I'll make sure to put links to everything, all your Instagrams, YouTubes, TikToks, if I can find it, all that stuff into the show notes. So thank you, man. I really do appreciate your time. I know you're a very busy guy, probably prepping for your next fight already.
I mean, I'm always prepping for a fight, but I ain't got nothing booked. Like I said, I stay training. That's why I was in the gym tonight. Just got to get it in. That's why they call me overtime. We don't stop. So
There you go, man. Well, thanks again. I appreciate you.
thank you, Mike.
All right, guys, that's it. Another couple stories in the books. Again, I want to thank Cory for coming on the podcast. Could not have done it without him. It was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed my time with him. Laughed really hard. My face was hurting. But make sure you guys go out there and follow him. Everything you need to know is in the show notes. His links to his fighting profiles, his hunting profiles. Just go ahead and click on that stuff and give the guy a follow. Beyond that, I did mention that we do have a big contest coming up here. I'm probably going to announce it the week of April 15th. Follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram. You'll see information about it. So thank you again, guys. I really do appreciate you. Now get out there and make some stories of your own. Thank you.